Welcome to the Instant Trivia Podcast, episode 1725, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. In which continent would you find Andorra? Europe. What film had Jack Nicholson's character in the Overlook Hotel for the winter? The Shining. How many community cards are there in a hand of Texas Hold'em? 5. Where can you climb the world's longest staircase? Switzerland. It takes 11,674 steps to climb the 2-mile-long staircase winding up the side of Mount Neeson. What poker hand comprises 3 of a kind and a pair? A full house. What is the official language of Guyana? English. What position was first held by John A. Macdonald? Answer: Prime Minister of Canada. What singer was the first Latin American actress to be paid $1 million for a movie role? Jennifer Lopez. What U.S. vice president referred to his critics as nattering nabobs of negativism? Spiro Agnew. Who wrote the 1958 book Journey to Christmas? B.J. Chute. What Beatles song title character wears a face which she keeps in a jar by the door? Eleanor Rigby. What color is the smoke announcing the election of a new pope? White. What name is given to the line running across a snooker table? Balk line. What country does the food khachapuri originate from? Georgia. Which Spice Girl was the only one named after a spice? Ginger. A legislature that has legislators in 2 separate assemblies, chambers, or houses is called what? Bicameral. What is the name of the fishing boat that is featured in the film The Perfect Storm? Andrea Gale. What actress shaved her head for her role in the movie V for Vendetta? Natalie Portman. Who was the first director of the FBI? J. Edgar Hoover. In the film Dragnet, who played Strinet Joe Friday? Dan Aykroyd. In which country is the Simpson Desert located? Australia. Who played the role of the private investigator in the 1988 film Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Bob Hoskins. Who played the role of Hannibal Lecter in the film Manhunter? Brian Cox. What vowel sports a tittle when it isn't capitalized? I. Trenton is the capital of which U.S. state? New Jersey. Which Hitchcock film starred Margaret Lockwood and Michael Redgrave? The Lady Vanishes. How were Presidents John Adams and John Quincy Adams related? They were father and son. What is military commander in Japanese? Shogun. What actress shaved her head for her role in the movie THX 1138? Maggie McComie. What is the scientific name of the killer whale? Orxnus orca? What musical instrument is Antonio Stradivari most famous for making? Violin. Who directed the Michael Jackson music videos for Thriller and Black and White? John Landis. In 1935, what American celebrity, tired of years of hounding by the press, moved his entire family to England? Charles Lindbergh. To swoon is to what? Faint. Which African city is famous for its native penguin population? Cape Town, South Africa. What 90s TV show had characters who liked hanging out at the Peach Pit? Beverly Hills 90210. Which U.S. city is home to a giant replica of Babe Ruth's baseball bat? Louisville, Kentucky. What does the Richter scale measure? Earthquake magnitude. In what country was the first electromobile produced? Austria. Who sang in a pop duo alongside Melanie Appleby? Kim Appleby. Frank Wathernham was the last inmate to leave what infamous prison? Alcatraz. What was the name of Phoebe's twin sister on Friends? Ursula. What is the name of the first video game in the Warcraft series? Orcs and Humans. What 1975 #1 song by Van McCoy spawned a dance craze of the same name? The Hustle. Orlando Bloom portrayed what character in the 2004 film Troy? Paris. Who was the first deaf Miss America, crowned in 1995? Heather Whitestone. In what state can visit the former home of President James Garfield? Answer: Ohio. He delivered his campaign speeches from the front porch of his home in Mentor, Ohio, which is now a National Historic Site. October 22nd, 1692 marked the last time a person in America was hanged for what crime? Witchcraft. What is Homer Simpson's middle initial? J. What kind of cool star will our sun become in approximately 5 billion years? A red giant. That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.